Cate Blanchett, absolutely impeccable actor. Her beauty, her intellect, her humanity is incandescent.
Obviously, Kate is a master at what she does. She always brings something that perhaps you wouldn't read on the page.
Oh yes, by all means.
Black Bag is a gripping spy drama about legendary intelligence agents George Woodhouse and his beloved wife, Catherine. When she is suspected of betraying the nation, George faces the ultimate test: loyalty to his marriage or his country.
We first worked together on the film Haywire back in 2010, I think it was. So when I got an email saying that he wanted to make this film, Black Bag, I immediately read the script and emailed back and said I'm in. It's been great. I mean, everyone's a phenomenal actor.
Cate Blanchett, Michael Fassbender, and Tom Burke, among others, star alongside each other in this spy drama.
The locations are beautiful, the clothing, the characters are quite glamorous. There's that element of fun that Steve has injected into this story.
We always knew that we wanted to make this spy thriller epic. We wanted to make it bigger than what was on the page.
None of this is normal.
No, it isn't.
Today we wanted to take you behind the camera and share what it was like filming and the secrets behind the set.
Kate is just so humble and down to earth, and she really put me at ease.
I'm leaving. Sit down.
And so I was able to just really focus on, totally settling into being Zoe.
Come on. And why us?
I'm curious about people. Dr. Zoe Vaughn is one hell of a complex woman.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: what was Cate Blanchett's first feature-length American film? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Because you have to play someone who is just on top of his rage. Just.
And it would have ended the fucking war!
I absolutely loved working with Reggae. He's an amazing actor, and he's amazing to look at as well, let's be honest.
Soderbergh is remarkable for his creative restlessness. In every project where he's a hands-on filmmaker, he tries to create not just another IMDb credit, but a challenge.
Ellen has done the most remarkable job portraying these characters with her design. I've watched Michael come in with great panache and elegance. It's a joy to behold.
Well, George is a very meticulous character. Everything is specific. He is a perfectionist.
At one point during his interviews about the color scheme of the film, he mentioned that he avoided the color red.
Putting on the clothes gives you a posture, gives you a pose. Really, it's the last layer of the character for me. That's how it works. It's the only way.
Michael's hair was a big one. It's a haircut called a DA, which is a 50s, 60s haircut. It's a very particular design.
Kate balanced femininity and masculinity to perfection.
And although Soderbergh is not opposed to using multiple cameras to shoot a scene, especially ones with stunts or a lot of performers, he prefers to work solo. There were a couple of reasons that I started working as my own cinematographer, he said, and none of it has to do with my talent. It had to do with my experience on set. I wanted a more intimate relationship with the cast.
What we all were very anxious to do was make London a very cool, glamorous, new kind of environment for one of Stephen's stories and to elevate the spy thriller genre.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
Two pivotal dinner party scenes, during which George gets a close-up look at the people he's investigating, take place in the Woodhouse home set, a particular residence with a glass-walled garden just off the dining table.
We have several floors. It's an empty office building that has great views out the windows. We built in Zoe's office. We built in kind of the big working section for the analysts. We have George's office, Freddie's office. We also have the satellite monitoring room, which is kind of like a large video with analysts working. That's all on location.
In the center is what Blanchett calls a beautiful tree, which is totally enclosed in glass, as envisioned by production designer Phil Messina. It's very subtle in the background.
I wanted to break up the physiognomy. I wanted to capture something that was just a little off-center for myself.
I created a prosthetic nose design for him, which really altered his face shape quite remarkably, but subtly.
So strange.
And it just gives it an edge.
As I share my excitement for this film, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen.
In doing my research for the character, I actually sat down with a psychologist and we went through the scenes that she has with her patients, and the psychologist said, there is no way any therapist would operate like that.
You know, I always know when you're arriving, because the aroma of hostility wafts in ahead of you.
The script is so tailored to Soderbergh's obsessions, and so in line with the director's skill at crafting intelligent and stylish entertainment for adults, that you might think Soderbergh was an uncredited co-writer, but Soderbergh says the screenplay came to him pretty much ready to go as is.
Clarissa is relatively newer in this world, and she likes to present herself as incredibly strong and fierce. I had to do a bit of research. You know, there's lots of jargon and making sure that what I was saying was accurate, and, you know, it was very interesting to sort of look into that kind of thing.
The movie sets up its premise quickly, as Soderbergh and the scriptwriter trust that an audience weaned on espionage thrillers doesn't need hand-holding when it comes to the basics.
Marissa, Abella, she's fantastic.
Marisa, who's just so fabulous. And Tom Burke, who I'd never worked with before. It was stuff that they had to do right off the bat.
I love the dynamic that Tom and her created.
Is this some sort of prank?
I really enjoyed watching the two of them play off each other.
The answer to Soderbergh's problem during the dinner scene was largely found in designing the shots with an eye toward editing, where rhythms would shift according to the shifting power dynamics in the scene.
I guess like most friendships, it's actually quite complicated. You do get the feeling that it's not just all fun and games and laughter.
He's so talented, and there's that moment where we're really going at each other, and it's been incredible to get to work with him.
Get some help!
It just meant thinking about it, planning and pre-visualizing what the shots were and where the cuts come and when to shift the visual approach in a way that mimics the gear shifts that are happening in the text or the script.
His morality is questionable. He wears beautifully tailored suits. He survives on one kidney and an ego that is a mile long, and is quite malevolent in his own way.
It's hard to find good things that are commercial that are also really good, Soderbergh said. And it had certain challenges in it that were of concern, and I wanted to see if I could pull that off.
Oh, I loved working with Alan Mirajnik. It's so often for me, it's in those early conversations with the costume designer that the character starts to become actualized, starts to lift off the page.
We made the decision quite early on to design a long brown head wig for Kate. It really mixes her up and it creates the character.
You can't replace him, Blanchett says. I've worked with directors who have tried to imitate that relaxed quality that Steven has on set, but he is like a coiled spring. He'll cut people off mid-conversation and just start shooting. He's always ready.
Michael has an intensity to him and to this character, but to his work as well, that is extraordinary.
He's an incredibly warm presence on set, which is great. The kind of quality of thinking he has as George is brilliant, and your eyes do go to him.
Well, early on, just trying to find inspirations for the character. Really, my preparation was just the text.
Although it hasn't been completely confirmed, Steven Soderbergh has a great idea for a sequel if it was greenlit.
Hello?
It's Annika.
Miss Coe? Oh, Miss Coe, I'm so sorry for your loss. How can I help you?
Your husband met with Philip a few days ago.
George did?
Yes.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, starring in 2 previous projects, Caboria and Parklands, a short film, Blanchett's first film was in Paradise Road as Susan McCarthy.
As I said, I felt this was outside our normal reporting parameters.
Everything all right? What is going on? I chose poorly, Freddie. I should have picked you. What are you talking about?
But we wanted to turn this on to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite? And what do you think about a potential sequel? Over there. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
So how does this work?
Tell me about your weekend.
Sorry. Black bag.